Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. And today, before we start today's video, please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Well, today we are going to discuss a very interesting case study. The name of the case study is The Structure of a Business Decision. And after I tell you the entire story, the case, I want you all to answer me about the decision in the comment section below, which I'll ask you at the end of the case. So let's get started. The Nakamura Lacquer Company of Kyoto, Japan was one of the many hundred of small handicraft shops making lacquerware for the daily table use of the Japanese people when the American GIs of the occupation army began to buy lacquerware as souvenirs. Young Mr. Nakamura, who in 1948 had just taken over the old family business, saw therein an opportunity, but soon found that traditional handicraft methods were both too slow and too expensive to supply their new demand. He developed ways of introducing simple methods of machine coating, machine polishing, and machine inspection into what had been purely a handicraft carried out with the simplest of tools. While the American GI and his souvenir hunting disappeared with the American occupation in 1952, Nakamura built a substantial business employing several thousand men and produced 500,000 sets of lacquer tableware each year for the Japanese mass consumer market. The Nakamura Chrysanthemum brand has become Japan's best known and best selling brand, good quality, middle class, and dependable. Outside Japan, however, Nakamura did practically no business, except for occasionally selling to American tourists through his established Japanese outlets such as the big department stores. Now, this was the situation when early in 1980, with US interest in things Japanese beginning to grow significantly, Mr. Nakamura received in rapid sequence two visitors from the United States, both very highly recommended and equipped with the very highest and best credentials. Mr. Nakamura, the first one, said, "I am Phil Rose of the National China Company Vice President Marketing. As you probably know, we are the largest manufacturer of good quality dinnerware in the United States with our Rose and Crown brand, which accounts for almost 30% of total sales. We think that we can successfully introduce lacquer dinnerware to a small but discriminating public in the United States. We have investigated the Japanese industry and found that you are by far the best and most modern producer. We are willing to give you a firm order for 3 years for annual purchases of 400,000 sets of your lacquer dinnerware at 5% more delivered in Japan than your Japanese jobbers pay you, provided the merchandise is made for us with our trademark Rose and Crown, and provided that you undertake not to sell anyone else in the United States lacquerware either with your brand or with any other brand during that period." Mr. Nakamura had scarcely recovered from the shock when the next visitor appeared. "I am Walter Simmelback," he said. Simmelback and Whitaker, Chicago, largest supplier of hotel and restaurant supplies in the States and buyers of dinnerware and similar goods for a number of department stores. We think we can successfully introduce good quality Japanese lacquer dinnerware to our market. In fact, all our customers are willing to try it out. We think there is a market for at least 600,000 sets a year. Within 5 years, it should be a couple of million. We have investigated your industry and feel you are the only man in Japan who can exploit this opportunity. We don't ask for penny. We are willing to pay the full costs of introduction. We are willing to budget $1.5 million for next 2 years for introduction and promotion. You don't owe us that money. All we ask of you is that we get the exclusive representation for your Chrysanthemum brand for 5 years at standard commission rates, and that the first 20% on all the sales we make during that time, which way we figure is roughly your profit margin we used to pay off the money we actually spend for promotion and introduction as certified by a firm of independent accountants we want you to name. Now, the question to think upon here is, assume that both men are bona fide and that both check out as first-rate connections to have. Now, Mr. Nakamura therefore has to think the offers through seriously. But what is it he has to think through? What decision is he being asked to make? How indeed can one compare the two offers? For all the management professionals, for all the management students, for all the mergers and acquisition and collaboration experts, I want you all to answer this in the comment section below. What do you think? What do you think that Mr. Nakamura should choose, and how should he compare both the offers, and how must he make all the decisions? So that's it for today's video, today's case study. I hope you found it interesting and insightful. Do let me know in the comment section below that what do you think that Mr. Nakamura should choose and how should he compare the offers. And that's it for today's video. Stay tuned for many more such interesting case studies, articles, stories, models, methods, and my thoughts related to management. I'll see you all next week.